Hello, my friends. Here we are again with this information, and I hope that this information could help you to knowledge you, everything around you, and your reality. By now, this will be one of the last video, just missing one. This is the chapter 5, and maybe there is no, mm, uh, I don't know, useful to make a summary. If you are new entering this channel or entering this video directly, I invite you, if you like, to see the first videos. They keep some continuity, and I explain why of these videos of the reality we create. And let's go to the topic. The subtitle is the organism means the body always want to return to what is familiar. There is something particular occurring in our transformation process, or we could give an example by our behavior process of changing. That is, we make our effort to do different things, but then happens that we go to repeating the same old pattern that we want to reject or we want to transform. And we get frustrated and say, why? If I want to change, why I repeat this again, again, and again? And what I want with this short video is to say, patience is not you are wrong. It's just a function of the organism that we have to understand. So to not get in conflict with ourselves. So first of all, I want to remind what is happening in childhood, and in our learning. Mm, Neuroscientists said that when we were child, we have all our neurological paths connect. All the connections are made, and we need some just emotional spark of light to make the learning. And that's why people say that child learn everything so fast, because all the paths wave of the neuronal paths are made. And and remember that when we go to the teenage period, occurs the synaptic pruning. That is the all the connection that has the opportunity to make the spark and the learning. It steals and it gathers in our identity, and the other parts that we didn't use go to the trash. And that's why we have a particular way of seeing the world, a particular way of behaving in the world, our model of the world, or perceiving our world, because all the synaptic connection that were held in childhood to teenager are sustained. And let's go in what happens in the learning by the means of being an adult being. As difference as a child, as an adult, we need a lot of repetition and consistency to make a new, for example, behavior. Okay, or to get a new identity, personality, character, everything we want new, we have to repeat, not like a compulsive way, but like more more gently, but consistent. And what helps even more is the emotional way. if if we repeat something but like neutral emotional way, we may take some months, years, but we give some emotional enthusiasm about we are trying to change, the amount of time to repeat it, of repetition, it gets shorter. And that's the main difference of learning, like as a child and as an adult. But what happens when we are adults? As I said, we have a mold, a base mold. And if we want to do a change, what the body wants, because body fears the uncertainty, wants to work at the known path, at the patterns that I know, the patterns that I'm familiar. Even if those patterns are harmful, the body works like that because the body doesn't know how to work in uncertainty. So that's why we sometimes we give two steps forward, and then one step backward until the thing we are in the base. And to say in another way, it's like a guitar string that you are like first time tuning to, and you can hold it like the tune you want. But if it's a new string, it wants to go back to the original position, and we go again, another and again, then, until we get an threshold. We are going sometimes going back. Then we get that threshold, and we get the new identity, the new tune. Okay, so I hope I was clear about the explanation. Maybe I will be a short summary, but I want to say that be patient about your process, be constant but loving in a loving way, to be conscious that sometimes you are going doing new things, new, and then you're going back to the thing you want to change and say, oh, okay, it's part of the process. And again, again, and because as I said, the body wants to to function in the familiar way. Until you get a threshold of repetition and emotion, this last behavior transform into a new identity, a new behavior, but by practice and by consistency and by emotion. So please don't get frustrated if you are going, for example, to change a new behavior, a new idea, a new character. You just make conscious that sometimes you are going back. Sometimes until you reach the new day, you are a new person. Okay, so that the information of this one of the last topics, and thank you for watching, thank you to sharing your attention, and let's go to the last topic. Ciao.